Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having coffee, and this looks better. Let's see if chat will come in. Earlier, I had a frowny face. Network change was detected. I don't know. Sometimes I can figure digital out, sometimes I can't. Not sure what's going on with that. So, how are you? Happy All Saints Day. I hope your Halloween was as fun as mine. I trick or treated with my 5-year-old granddaughter and some of my daughter's friends and my granddaughter's friends, and lovely neighborhood, people out having little bonfires in their front yards and offering candy and treats to the adults. It was quite lovely evening, and reminded me of when my children were little and the fun of taking a drink. I had a baby in my pack and one I followed, and just having some fun on Halloween ourselves. So now today is the new moon, the 111 new moon, and a particularly powerful one. This one, they are always a time of new beginning. And remember, it is a time of complete darkness. So at these times, to do the new beginning, we may need to reflect on what we're still carrying. We are often offered glimpses of the shadows that we are holding on to still, some of those energies. And, all of this, I was reminded, I was listening to something this morning about spiritual bypassing. Pollyanna, although I do believe Pollyanna rules, and someday I might write that book, because we do want to attend to our vibration. We don't want to keep a blind eye to what is going on around us. Because, and to totally ignore, like the shadows, when they come up for us. They come up for us to understand these energies are still within us, working in ways that we would maybe not rather have. And so I'm going to try chat again. I'm hoping that it will, I don't know what a network change was detected. I'm still in the same network I always was. So the overarching theme for today's reading is reflection, the winter solstice. It is that time that we want to reflect on where we've been, how we've been interacting in life with others, with ourselves. Where are we at on our journey? Are we constantly spinning in the I don't know what to do, what's going on, who am I realm, which is quite up right now for good reason, is we are shifting. We are being prompted to let go of things. So in essence, shaken up. And so there's a lot coming up. There's also a lot of timeline shifting from 5D to 3D. And in that, we are spacey as hell. Know that all of that is part of what is going on right now. We, the light workers, the way showers, the guides, need to be attending to what's coming up for us. You don't have to do any of this, but the truth is, those of you who are all of what I just mentioned that came in this lifetime, your intention was to be the change maker. In order to do that, we have to do our own work. We can't just ignore it and create high vibes. I'm all about attending to your personal vibration, but part of that is attending to the shadows, the energies that come up that are less than easy, to look at the growth opportunity that is in that specific layer of that energy. Shame will continue to come up, anger, and we really want to look at anger. Anger can be righteous. Right now it's looking a lot like reactivity, and that we are lashing out at people, sometimes our loved ones. And so doing your own work and really looking at the shadows coming up and looking at them as to an opportunity to grow, puts you in your power. And then you attend to your vibration as well with gratitude practice, with the pure love and joy tool practice. Both of those are very quick. They are effective. And then if you add in the daily energy routine, you are really attending to the energies that can be released at that point. And, sometimes this is huge amount of stuff we're dealing with. You may want to hire an energy worker, a way shower, someone who does these different kinds of work. There are many of us out there, and you will probably have one come into your view here in this next week if that is something you really need. But this new moon, the 111 new moon, is a particularly powerful, transformative opportunity. So the first other card that came up is the Holy Mountain, which is gorgeous, but it came up in reverse. And in this deck, that is called the Medicine. When the Holy Mountain shows up, it's time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound, which is one of the reasons you want to look at the energies coming up as to what you can learn from them, what you can grow with from them. That is active in your path. That's not the sitting back and praying and hoping things get better. We do need to be active. It is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain, there are no obstacles, only beauty and an unobstructed view of the entire earth. There's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment to climb the Holy Mountain. You already have all the gear you need. You have everything you need to commune with your guides, angels, companions, to offer yourself the observer view, which moves you out of the reactivity a bit and puts you in the bigger picture. Be open, willing, and ready from your or to your light team, your angels, your guides, your companions. That is the only one you are being open, willing, and ready to, not all of these energies out there. So the Holy Mountain invites you to get into the observer view. Then the circle came up. Beautiful, all those hands in reverse. So again, we read the Medicine. I always think I'll remember these, but then I don't. When the circle comes up as your medicine, you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go, the importance of dying to an old form and being reborn anew. If you are faced with the challenges of loss or disappointment, remember this: in the circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity. And spirit always awaits your place in the dance again. So this is that understanding that, we are constantly shedding and being reborn. Our cells redo themselves every 90 days, I believe it is. Totally new cells in our body. We are regenerating. And the more we can accept that and let go of the old, the more flow we are in, the easier this walk becomes, this walk we call life, in this very challenging time to be on the earth. But, as a soul, this was a choice you made to come in now, to be part of this. And so, these are the tools. Look at what's coming up. Look at the things that are presenting themselves to you as not things you don't enjoy about you. Old patterns of belief, old energies. This child is coming up big now, this inner child that was wounded, that you can go back and help heal by merely going back with that child as your adult self to the situation or situations that you encountered that has made you feel shameful, not enough, powerless, in need of being rescued all the time. We came here to grow ourselves. And so now it's time to rescue yourselves. Do the work, do the reflection, let go of, sometimes it's people. Often it is ways of thinking about ourselves and belief patterns. And the next card that came up in this grouping is Child Design. This is all new beginnings. This is new designs, new things coming to you, new ways of working with things that have already come to you. So, what is, I know I have a couple cards. This one is the last one. And so be willing to step into that. The next card that came up in this is the Mystic Shaman deck, is the Eagle. Again, in reverse or in the medicine aspect. And it is time to see through the eyes of the eagle. Let your vision of the whole and its parts become laser-like. Again, that observer where you can see a bigger picture, not just your own cycle here. You deal with your own cycle, you work your energies, you reach out when you need to, but you also choose that growth aspect and you see life from a higher view. Let your vision of the whole become laser like and set your priorities straight. What did you come to do in this life? Did you come to climb up the ladder of financial and social success? Did you come to become a better person, to heal your heart and to realize your essential self? What is your divine mission here on earth? That's what this dark moon, this time of the new moon, the growth, this is what it wants you to look at. What are you doing here? And, I got to tell you, many times through the years, I've gone, I don't know. What am I here to do? And then things begin to come. And so as you clear away the things that are standing in your way, you're opening opportunities for that new understanding to come into yourself. Be connected regularly to your light team in literally, I am open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me every morning. I guess maybe I should make a little video about that. Just a short morning routine to develop yourself into this amazing being. There will be times when that short morning routine needs to become a longer morning routine. So be open, willing, and ready to be guided. Then the last of the shaman cards that came up was Luminous Warrior. That is who you are. Also came up in medicine. As you are tempted by your emotions, are you being tempted by your emotions to follow your lower instincts? Are you being invited to enter into a quarrel? We are being so triggered to do this, to be this in the world, by everything that's going on, by the powers that want us at, one another's throat. My beautiful moon mug gifted me to a beautiful woman that lives nearby, whose grandfather was born in this house and grew up in this house. And I knew him. He was a lovely man. Your enemy is not who you think it is. Do not act from a place of anger that will damage your relationships and hurt the ones you care for. Find the truth hiding in your heart that will affirm your instinct for peace rather than for war. So allow that truth to come into your realm of who you really are and when, what it is that is triggering this reactivity. Again, energy clearing techniques, energy managing techniques, and that daily energy routine to balance after you do, a little bit of the gratitude work and the pure love and joy to raise your vibration, and then clear out the lower density energies, all of which are very effective for you becoming more aware of what is here for you, how you can learn and grow with it, and how you can do more of what you came to do. And then the last card that came up is the Umami Fool. And that's very much that just take a chance. Trust your connection, trust your guides, angels, God, the universe, the creator, the central sun, the great I am, Allah, Buddha, Krishna. Allow your power light team to serve you in this life as they can by, making you aware, giving you, little signs that come. Excuse me. The other day I was sitting on the phone talking to my partner in the retreats in Ireland, Maggie, and we were talking about just some less than easy energy that had come into our lives. And I'm sitting there and this ladybug hits me in the forehead, right here. And it took me a minute to figure out what it was. And, the ladybugs are pretty high vibe energy. And it was that reminder that things will be okay. That movie line, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. And so we hold that understanding, but we are part of what's going to create that. Last night when I was trick-or-treating with the granddaughter in a neighborhood that I'd never been in, near where my daughter lives. And oh my gosh, what I knew inherently, that these people come from a very different platform than I do in life, whole different set of life experiences, whole different mission. And yet, wonderful people wanting to be out connected. I mean, in their yard with their little fire pits going, offering, treats to the adults, treats to the children, wanting to have conversations. And there were many of these. It was just delightful. And that great reminder that we are not always going to see things in the same frame of reference as other people's. It is not possible, but we want to allow them theirs with love, because that is going to meld both of these weird ass sides that we have going in our political world right now, which is the base belief. We can align our belief systems to create this much better world to live in for our grandchildren and our children and our great grandchildren. So we have a great deal of power, but this time right now is about you clearing away, allowing in, because we've got lots of opportunity in this next 24 hours, really, for transformation that is incredible. Do ask, I might add, for it to come into you with ease, because it can be quite unsettling. Yesterday's energy, oh my gosh, I forgot 3 things yesterday. That 1 was very important, 2 were just minorly important. No, I forgot 4 things. So it's an allowance of, we are being affected by this. It is in the higher stream of consciousness that we are living as we go through these transformations. And when you're in the observer, it can be a little bit hard to keep in line all the physical and earthly aspects that we need to keep in line. So you have the right to ask for these shifts to come in with ease, which means it may come in a little bit slower, which is fine. It will all come in as it should for you, and you get to be the designer of that. I think we are complete on this incredibly beautiful Friday, the 1st of November, the new moon, All Saints Eve. The veil right now between us and our ancestors is very thin. Invite them in and thank them for what they have done for you. Even if their time in your life was tumultuous, maybe you view it as painful, disempowering, they were key in helping you know things to clear. And thank the ones that you don't even know that came and paved the way for you. Again, even if this has been a particularly challenging life, when you own all that came as what you can grow with, then you're no longer a victim. You're no longer under the circumstances. You don't have to just wish and hope. You can start creating from your energy more of what you want and less of what you don't want. Thank you for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side. Your wisdom guide.